Hi, my name's Collin. I go to the Miami Valley School and I'm taking a class called TED. In our TED class, something we have been talking about recently is taking risk. And our teacher says that taking risks is a bad thing because if you just go out and say, "Oh, I'm just going to fly this airplane," for one of his examples he uses, then it probably won't end up too well for you. You need to practice with an instructor and other programs. You can't just go, "Oh, I'm going to go fly an airplane." But I think there's a certain balance of taking risk and not taking risk. I think taking a calculated risk is a good thing because you have to step outside your comfort zone. But I think that's something a lot of people struggle with. Stepping outside your comfort zone isn't exactly an easy thing, and I know this especially for me. As a high school senior, I know it's going to be hard going to college next year. Have to meet a whole new group of people and leaving your house for good, probably, and sleeping with another dorm mate or roommate or a couple. And so it's going to be a little bit hard stepping outside my comfort zone going to college. So I just think that stepping outside your comfort zone can make you a better person, bring new experiences, friends, etc. But most of all, I think if you don't step outside your comfort zone, then when you're put in situations where you have to step outside your comfort zone, it's going to be even harder for you to do it. Which is why I think that taking risk is not necessarily a bad thing. But I think that you have to be well prepared for these risks. You can't just go do it and expect a good result. You have to know what's going to come, not just wing it and hope for the best, because that's not the best strategy. Learning from your mistakes isn't always going to work out. Sometimes, yes, it'll work out, but sometimes it'll just blow up in your face and you won't really have a chance to fix it. So, taking risks is really important for the greater scheme of life, I think, because I haven't taken many risks in my life, but I think I've taken calculated risk, which is a different thing. If I don't take these calculated risks, I wouldn't be where I am today, which is a pretty good spot in my life so far, I think, because I wouldn't have played new sports. I would have just stuck with the same thing. I wouldn't have tried new classes. I wouldn't have pushed myself to be the best I could be. I would just be living an average, subnormal life. And if I didn't focus and make sure that these risks were okay, then I probably would end up down a bad road, a bad stretch, hanging out with the wrong people, doing the wrong things. But taking the risks I have put me in a good situation in my life, is why taking risk is not necessarily a bad thing.